Ask you about something that is in the news today. Many names of associates of Jeffrey Epstein being made public, about to be made public. Back in November, you told Newsweek you'd been on Epstein's plane once in the early 90s. You told Fox News in December you're on his plane twice. Is there anything more that voters need to know about your connection with Jeffrey Epstein before any more information comes out?
No, I mean, I think I like what's happening today. I like the fact that all these papers are being released. I've been an advocate for transparency. I think the government keeps too many secrets. I think it's important for the American public to know whether Jeffrey Epstein had some kind of corrupt influence on public officials or any public figure. And those are the kind of, it's suspicious that the government has been unwilling to release those documents, and I think that every document associated with Jeffrey Epstein should be released.
So to be clear, you're not concerned about anything that could come out about you and Jeffrey Epstein?
My plane rides with Jeffrey Epstein, I took 2 plane rides with him. Once in 1993, when I went down to visit my mother in Palm Beach. Remember, nobody knew about anything about Jeffrey Epstein's nefarious activities till 2006. So he was a public figure and a big philanthropist in New York, and many, many people knew him. My wife knew his girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, and they offered us a ride when we were going down to see my mother. I was with 2 children and my wife on the plane at that time. I knew nothing about Jeffrey Epstein, and then I think 1 or 2 years later, we took my kids fossil hunting on the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota, and those are, that was the extent of anything that I had to do with Jeffrey Epstein's airplane. Of course, I ran across Jeffrey Epstein at parties, at fundraisers, for the Robin Hood fundraiser in New York. But other than that, I had no relationship with him.
So nothing that could come out that you're concerned about in terms of the campaign or anything like that?
Nothing at all. I hope everything that is known about Jeffrey Epstein comes out. I think it's odd that the Congress has not been able to subpoena him. I've been an advocate for making sure that the government is transparent about everything, including every document, everything that is known about Jeffrey Epstein.
Fair enough. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.